What's up, everybody? This is Derek here. I apologize for sounding sick. Unfortunately, I am sick. However, that did not stop PUBG Mobile from releasing the first major update to the game since the introduction of Vikendi back in December. So 0.10.5 has been released. If you are on an Android device like I am right now, it's about 190 megabytes or 191 megabytes, so we'll go ahead and download that right now. If you're on an iOS device like an iPhone or an iPad, it's a little larger at about 230, 240 megabytes. So just be aware if you are downloading over a mobile data connection and you don't have unlimited. So while this is downloading and updating, it's doing it rather quickly, which is nice, but let's go ahead and take a look at the patch notes. Hopefully my voice will hold out for this video. So you can see here that it is slowly rolling out. That was yesterday though, so everybody should have this by now. And don't look for it in an app store because this is one of those patches that you can actually download right in the game. So all you have to do, imagine a good number of you who log in every day to play have already done this. However, those of you who may have not touched a game for a couple days now, all you have to do is launch it on your device and it will find that update automatically and give you the option to download it just like it did to me. So let's take a look at the patch notes here, and what's interesting is that these are rather familiar. Those of us who are beta testing this for 0.10 before Vikendi was released, we're going to recognize a lot of these guys because they were actually in that beta and then removed for the final 0.10 release so that PUBG Mobile could get Vikendi, that new 6x6 kilometer snow map, out to all of us. So when they did that, they added the map, but then cut out things like the MK47, which can be found on Erangel, Miramar, and Sanak. Vikendi is left out. I'm pretty sure that's intentional, so we'll play some matches on Vikendi in a future video and see if we can find it there, but I wouldn't expect to. Fires a 7.62 cartridge and has two firing modes, which we'll take a look at that over in the armory. And then we also have the laser sight, which is a new lower rail attachment. It goes on pretty much everything, which reduces spread when firing from the hip. So if you like to hip fire, you don't like to ADS, this is a good option for you, definitely. And at first I thought it was just cosmetic. The laser isn't very useful because the game is so bright. You don't really need it, and enemies cannot see the laser. So those of you who are worried about the prospect of being discovered by an enemy seeing your laser, perhaps in night mode on Erangel, do not worry. That's not a concern. Only you can see that, but it really doesn't do much for you. The actual use case would be to reduce the spread when firing from the hip, as it says here. We also have Vikendi now available as a map when creating rooms. That means we can now create custom rooms. So I'll definitely have to get back into that at some point once the voice comes back. We also have the classic voice back. So those of you who were very, very affectionate towards that original voice, I personally prefer it to the new one. I know the new one's better in some situations. However, the old one just had more personality in my opinion, and I'm glad that that is now an option and it is back. You can also now enable or disable spawn island announcements. That's where they put those big billboards while you are waiting to spawn into the game that advertise things like the crew challenge or winners of tournaments or events. And then we have Royal Pass Season 5, which is a whole nother video because there is a lot there. Premium outfits, taunting emotes, also server-wide pass update or upgrade events, so we'll have to check those out. And then rank 5 or rank season 4, oh my gosh, can I talk? Ranked mode season 5 is also here. That means that everybody is going to drop in rank, frustrating many people, and new rewards are added. So hopefully you made it to where you want to make it in season 4, because now once again the climb begins anew. They've also added some other additional improvements here. Vikendi resource rate refresh. So that's like there were too many SMGs spawning in Vikendi, so they've done some balancing on that, and we'll just have to play through some games on Vikendi to kind of get a feel of how that's working out. But it's good to see that they've adjusted that, made it a little bit more like Erangel is my understanding. So we have the model for swimmer sandals has been updated. Okay. Share for deals is back after some tuning. We'll have to see if it is more beneficial for us to actually use that now. Clan benefit sharing has been tuned. I'm not entirely sure how that works, so we'll discover that together. And then the avatar display of Crew Challenge winner has been adjusted. Shop's been adjusted. Supplies can now be accessed from the main menu. Okay. So a lot to get to there, but yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let's see if we can still remember. There we go. Jump back into the game here, and we'll take a look at just a few of these things. Don't want this video to drag too long, like I said. Let's jump into the armory first and pull up that new weapon, the MK47. I was going to say the 74. No, this is the MK47, which fires 7.62 rounds with single and double fire mode. So those are the only modes available. No full auto on this one, but it is pretty powerful. You can fire it pretty quickly. And in 2-round bursts, though, similar to the Vector with that 2-round burst option, you can, if you spam the fire button, you can basically fire it in full auto. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. The DPS is very comparable. It should work very well for clearing rooms, as well as other situations where you want a little more control than something like the M762, which does insane DPS, or the Groza for that matter, which does insane DPS up close, but is very, very difficult to manage the recoil of. So this is the MK47. We'll put some gameplay footage in there fairly soon. We also have the laser sight, which you can put it on here. You can put it on pretty much anything that has a foregrip attachment or a lower rail attachment. And remember again that the use of this is to reduce the hipfire spread. So if you enjoy charging into buildings and clearing rooms like that, not taking the time to ADS, which ADSing is always going to be more accurate than hipfiring, this will reduce the spread, make hipfiring a little more accurate, which for close quarters combat is a good thing. They also have Vikendi if you try to create a custom room. So you can see here, there we go. Thank you, RedX. I don't know who this is, RedX789, for showing us that you can indeed create a room in Vikendi. So that means that we can have a lot of fun with that. I don't know if you can create advanced rooms. I'd imagine you could with, I don't know. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below if you can create advanced rooms or not. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to log into DerekG, and we're going to find out right now. So let's jump onto this account and find out, because I do have advanced room cards on this one. So why not just get it answered right now? Let's jump right into that. We've got some rewards to collect. Okay, wonderful. What am I doing? There we go. Advanced room creation, and you can select Vikendi beta. Yeah, so you can create them both for the normal custom rooms or the advanced custom rooms. So the classic voice is back. You're going to find that over here under your quick chat options. Now you have the default voice and the classic voice. So a little confusing. The default voice is the new one. The classic voice is the older one. So we've got let's go, and let's try that in the default voice. So, you know, and there are a bunch of these. I'd imagine a number of you are going to be very, very excited about the classic voice coming back with such classics as Help, Charge, and all the others. So, alrighty, we've got spawn on announcements can be enabled or disabled in settings. Let's see if we can figure out real quickly where that is. Here it is, right down here at the bottom of your screen. Spawn Island broadcast, you can either enable it or disable it for, like I said, you know, people who have won events or contests or upcoming things like the Crew Challenge. So we also have Season 5, which we'll talk about in a future video, but I think for this one at least, let's see if there's anything else. Swimmer sandals, I don't think we're going to really deal with that. The shop has been adjusted, oh my goodness, alrighty. So okay, this is what the shop looks like now. You have collapsible menus, so right away, I'm not sure if there's too much else different, but you can see that we now have those collapsible options for things like outfits or firearms, where there are a lot of potential skins to purchase. Alright, looks pretty cool there. And I think that's pretty much it. Supplies can be accessed from So if we go here to crates, nope, that wouldn't be that one. All right, where is supplies? It says supplies can now be, I guess it's inventory. Okay, I thought you could do that before. I guess you couldn't. All right, but supplies can now be accessed from the main menu, which this is what that should be. So I thought that was there already. Anyways, you guys can let me know again where I'm going wrong there. But thanks for watching. My name's Derek G. If you enjoyed the video, definitely subscribe for tons more PUBG Mobile content. I'll be talking more about the Season 5 Royal Pass. I'll also be talking about a pretty cool collaboration coming up with PUBG Mobile and a ton more. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. Said hopefully my voice will come back. Hopefully I'll be feeling better soon so I can put together some more content, because just talking for 10 minutes is kind of a struggle right now, but it will get better, and I'll see you guys then. So my name's Derek G. Again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in a future video soon.